If I were to ask you what you think of when you picture the birth of cinema, it's likely that these images come to mind. The very first ever moving picture, The Horse in Motion, is one. This image from A Trip to the Moon is another. And then there is this iconic moment from The Great Train Robbery. But among these pivotal moments stands a film that is relatively unknown. The world's first feature-length narrative film, The Story of the Kelly Gang, was a pioneering film released in 1906 and made in none other than Australia. Now, Australia is not typically known for its movie making, despite producing some of the industry's most notable players. But this groundbreaking moment in cinematic history laid the groundwork for future filmmakers and left an indelible mark on the trajectory of the motion picture industry. Before we continue, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Cinema Retrospective if you want to learn more about cinema history. The Story of the Kelly Gang was created by the Tate brothers, who were business-savvy theatre owners from Melbourne. It depicted the notorious exploits of the real-life Kelly Gang, an infamous group of Australian outlaws led by bushranger Ned Kelly, who became known as a Robin Hood of sorts because he stole from the rich and gave to the poor. His homemade armour has become an iconic image in Australian culture. The story itself is actually a very familiar one to Australians, but I'd be interested to know from my international viewers if you've ever heard of him. Let me know in the comments below. Directed by Charles Tate, The Story of the Kelly Gang brought the world a new form of entertainment that was revolutionary for its time. With a runtime of 60 to 70 minutes, the film introduced audiences to a continuous narrative experience, keeping in mind that at the time, movies tended to be 5 to 10 minute single-scene films. The Story of the Kelly Gang established the feasibility and appeal of telling complex stories over an extended period of time. It was first shown to audiences in December of 1906 at theatres that were owned by the Tate family. 2 actors provided voices and narration for the screening. Young boys were hired to create sound effects behind the screen, and an orchestra provided a live accompaniment to the film. Due to the sympathetic portrayal of the gang, who were known to have killed police, the government tried to have the film banned, claiming that it was the cause of an increase in crime rates. This showed early on the part that cinema can play in influencing society. The Story of the Kelly Gang showcased technical ingenuity that was exceptional for its era. While films at the time were generally characterised by static, single-shot scenes, Charles Tate employed innovative techniques such as cross-cutting and close-ups to enhance the storytelling and heighten the emotional impact of the narrative. But beyond its technical achievements, the film's cultural impact cannot be overstated, as it sparked a wave of enthusiasm for cinema as a medium of mass entertainment, and laid the groundwork for the global film industry we know today. So, why don't many people know about it? Or at least, why don't many people talk about it? Well, for a long time, the film was thought to be lost. By the end of the Second World War, the film had all but disappeared, and remained that way until the 1970s, when snippets of the movie were discovered by a film collector when he was looking through a collection he had acquired years earlier. Not long after that, more of the lost film was discovered at the property of film collector Ernest Goldhawk, whose house was being cleaned out after his passing. Then, in 1980, more pieces of the film were found at the rubbish dump of all places. Finally, in 2006, the largest continuous piece of the film was discovered at the National Film and Television Archive in the UK. All fragments of the film were verified by film historians, but unfortunately the full length of the film has never been recovered. What was found went through a restoration to preserve the film, but unfortunately a lot of the footage was already so damaged by nitrate that it was unable to be restored to its original form. The importance of the story of the Kelly Gang should not go unnoticed, and it's a moment in film history that I think should be talked about more. So, did you know about this film? Let me know in the comments below. And if you learnt something new from this video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to Cinema Retrospective to learn more about film history. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.